What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? This is Robert Marshall coming at you again from New Concord, Ohio, with another vape review. I got a little throat thing, but it's life. It's summer. A little bit of allergies. It's what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna have another chuff. What I'm chuffing on right now is a new BAM 200 watt limitless box mod with the limitless RDTA custom drip tip. I can't remember the guys on eBay. Really cool dude. It was only like 10 bones. It's not lifetime warranty like the half moons and all that stuff, but it's a good drip tip. It's what it is. We'll get back to reviewing that piece later. That'll be a later video. So anyway, what I'm after today is to review the Kaos 28 millimeter. It's an Ohio-made 28 millimeter RDA by ISM Vapes LLC in the USA. And we'll get to it real quick in a second, and we'll get down on it. And then the other thing I'm here to review that I'm going to put on this after I re-wick it for you is I'm going to put some Smazzy Razzy by Swag Sauce, which is a pretty awesome vape for summertime. If you're looking into a pretty good summer vape, it's a raspberry, strawberry, lemonade vape. So it's digging it. It's digging it. I'm digging it up. And anyway, so without further ado, we'll get into this Kaos 28. So it comes in the standardized boxing, BAMage, couple warnings, keep away from children, name a company, all that, shows you to open it. It's got slide tabs. It's a standard cardboard box, okay? I'll get the price point and stuff later. And then you got this BAM Daddy, okay? And this comes with your 28 millimeter Kaos, which I'm going to take out of the box and show you detailed. And it comes with this ridiculous, awesome Delrin top that I'll take off in a minute. And then it also comes with a 510 full heavy grade stainless steel. I mean, this is hefty stainless steel. And your standard, your big top 510, which will fit any standard 510 connection. So good job guys. Okay, so now and of course you got your bag of goodies. Your bag of goodies is the normal bag of goodies: screwdriver, extra screws, which if you can see the close-up of those screws, they're huge, and we'll get into why they're so big. Extra seals, screwdriver, same stuff as today. Okay, so we'll get another look at this secondary. This is your conclave 510, and it will fit every other 510 connector I've ever had. It's a standard 510. Okay, this is the Delrin standard 510. This is all made out of metal, black matte. And then, so we'll get into this. I'll try not to ramble too long. This is the Kaos 28 millimeter. It is 28 millimeters in diameter. And if you take this top cap off of here, this is all Delrin. So there's a solid stainless and there's an all Delrin one. Now the benefit to this particular piece of equipment that comes with it is it is all attached. It's a wide board. It is made entirely out of Delrin, and it has these extra, let me get it focused, has these extra air slots that cause a tornado effect inside the Kaos. Okay, and then I haven't taken my build out of this, we'll get into it, but here she is. Okay, slide this out. This thing's very tight. So the machining was very close knit. It's very tight. Some people would call the tightness of this a con. Okay, it's very hard to get loose. All right, and I have some big stainless steel coils in here that I'm going to re-wick for you in a minute. But this is the main deck, bottom 510, adjustable copper 510 pin. Here's your logoing and stuff. Let me see if I can get it to focus on it. I have number 0773, and it says designed by ISM Vapes LLC. Okay, so it is logoed. These are authentic, made in Ohio. There's the bottom of your deck. I know my coils are in the way. Really nice square laid in velocity style deck. Now this is the thing, I want to show you a close-up of this. This is no joke. Look at the size of the post holes in this 28 millimeter Kaos. This Kaos has the double stacked velocity style deck, okay, with four 4 millimeter post holes. No joke, four 4 millimeter post holes. Anything you want to put in this, it's going in. And then the grub screws in this are amazing because they're standard screwdriver grub screws. They're big, fat, nasty, huge grub screws with standard screwdriver sides on them. This thing's amazing. You can build anything on it. I'm in love with this thing, okay? So, like I said, it's 28 millimeters in diameter. And it has both options for 510 if you're a 510 guy. And you have your option for this. I haven't found a company who makes custom ones of these yet because I'm pretty sure he's a local Ohio guy. But he's a really cool guy. I met him up at the big convention in Columbus. And next thing we'll get to is price point for this thing. I bought this at the vape convention for $40. Okay, so it's authentic. The post holes are humongous. This thing is radical, and it's radical, and it's got a good price point. So there that is, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wick this up. We're gonna throw some Smazzy Razzy on it. We're gonna dig that up. Now, I'm currently using, I've fallen in love with this stuff too. So big shout out to them. This is Fiber Freaks, the original. These are the pre-cut strips. This stuff is made and shipped in from France, and the texture of this cotton is different than any cotton I've ever touched. If you look at the texture of it, I wish I could get it to focus. It's very differently textured. It's a more of an open cell texturing. It's very soft, but kind of scruffy at the same time. It wicks better than any material I've ever touched in my life. I've tried most materials, clear up to the kendo cotton and stuff. It has no aftertaste. You can wick this in, get it wet, pulse it twice, vape it, and not get a single bit of cotton taste. These pre-cuts, as you can see, slide right into 3 millimeter and 2.4 millimeter, 2.5 millimeter coils flawlessly. Smaller coils, you may have to trim them, but they're pre-cut. They're really nice to work with. Okay, so bam, there's your wicking. All right, and basically all we're gonna do is we're gonna get fancy here, and I'm gonna try to do this on camera. I'm gonna cut these to the quarter of the deck, like so. I have sticky stuff on my scissors. Same thing here. I'm gonna cut them to the quarter of the deck like so. So I have both lengths on the same sides. And then I'm gonna grab me up. Of course, I don't have a screwdriver sitting here because this is my life. So I'm just gonna grab up my ceramic tweezers, okay? And we're just gonna take these and loop them in, slide it down, loop it in, slide it down, okay? Standard, you know what I mean? Turn it around, loop her around, slide her down, loop her around, slide her down, push her back. You know, pretty much your standard wicking stuff. As you can see, it's a 28 millimeter RDA, so there's some deck space open. It'll be okay. These wicks will sit nice and pretty. And then I personally always take my tweezers or whatever I'm using, screwdriver, and I tap my wicks. Of course, I can pull them out too. Why not? I usually use a screwdriver for this. But what I do is I take this and I put it along the edge and make a little well space. You know, okay? So we're gonna throw some Smazzy Razzy on this bad boy. Just gonna juice her up like a fiend. Get her nice and wet. It's a big 28 mil RDA. It's gonna suck some juice. You know, get some. Sorry, I'm trying to stay on camera, but it's very hard with my camera angle, so I do apologize to that. To my subscribers, okay? And we're gonna throw some juicy juice on here, all right? And then I'm gonna go back to it with one side of this, like I was showing you, and I'm just gonna tap this in. And this is the fidgety part of being an RDA guy. Tap this in. Once it's wet, tap this in. See, I'm just making a well so the juice doesn't flow over the edges. There we go, we're gonna tap her in just like that. And this juice smells exactly like lemonade, raspberry lemonade, but there's some strawberry hints in the background. And it's a very good juice. I'm gonna be throwing this on my RX 200 at 125 watts. So as soon as I get her off my deck build here, we'll have a vape, and then win this video so I'm not too long-winded today, okay? Got a little juice on my hand. It's the life of a vapor. Hashtag vape problems. This is very taut, and I mean, you have to wiggle it down on, but this Kaos looks beautiful. It's a big 28 mil. I love it to pieces. This top airflow is open all the time, and as long as you line up your coils with your... Okay, here's the other thing about this Kaos I forgot to mention, are these freaking air holes. My coils are in the way of that, or you'll be able to see straight through it. These are almost 5 millimeter air holes on this Kaos. 4.5 to 5 millimeter all the way open, but you do have airflow options. The holes do get smaller and larger as you turn them. They do become, so you can adjust your airflow the way that you want. It does have a single coil option airflow if you're a big single coil guy. Why you would use single coil on a 30 mil RDA is beyond a man such as myself, but if you wanted that option, she's there. So we're gonna have a chuff, and then we're gonna get out of this. So this Smazzy Razzy is a raspberry lemonade with some strawberry. I dig it quite a bit. My apologies, YouTube fans. I choked myself. Told you I have a little bit of throat thing going right now. I've had a little bit of throat thing going for a couple days, and so the little heavier vapings tend to choke me. But anyway, we're gonna go back and try this again. Said it's a wiggle on, but anyway, there's your big shot on the Kaos 28 millimeter and Smazzy Razzy by Swag Sauce. So vape happy, vape happy, vape safe. You know what I mean? And everybody have a chuff. Also, last thing before we get into the 10-minute thing, advocacy, advocacy, advocacy. Should be all over your state representatives. We all have a part to play in this. Contribute what you can to money. Put out YouTube videos. Do whatever you're doing. Advocacy, advocacy. Help Kaos. Help notblowingsmoke.org. Help all the corporations, or help all of the people who are trying to help us so we can continue to have these things, all right? So anyway, YouTube, we're going to have another chuff, and then peace out. Peace out, YouTube.